Hi everyone, my name is Steph, this is Kidlit Joy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to review Audrey Skips by Andrea Rowe and Lisa Coutts. This is a really gorgeous picture book that I've been meaning to pick up for ages, and I'm so glad that I finally have a copy and that I've read it because Andrea Rowe is just an incredible writer. This book is based on the true story of a very famous landmark, a lit up sign that is in Melbourne. Her name is Little Audrey. She's the skipping girl. She has a long and famous history in Australia, and in fact I didn't realise exactly the extent of her history until I read this book. So the blurb on the back says, Audrey skips, Audrey glows. Red dress and ruffles flip and flick, flit and blink, twirling rope up and down, round and round. Bright and shiny, Audrey loves to skip a jump rope rhyme, right off her rooftop and through the sleeping streets of a city. Skittering across the skyline, Audrey spies folks struggling with hard times as her own light dims. With a little help from city friends, Audrey's light and her hopeful spirit shine again, brighter than ever. Andrea Rowe and Lisa Coutts come together to create a story about community and kindness, legacy and conservation. Audrey Skips is a tribute to the Skipping Girl, Melbourne's first animated neon sign and a timeless treasured landmark. So as it says, the Skipping Girl was our first animated neon sign in Melbourne, and it's iconic. Pretty much everyone in Melbourne would recognise this sign. This book is a fictional story of the timeline of the Skipping Girl's life, from the time that she started to seeing times change, and eventually the fact that, you know, they're no longer able to keep her powered on and so her light turns off. But the community are so used to seeing her, they see her as a really positive sign in their community and they rally together to restore her. It's a really, really wonderful story. It's not quite narrative nonfiction, it is more fiction. It's more a fictionalized story, but they have included information about the history and the timeline of the Skipping Girl sign at the back, which I think is really great, because if you're looking to do a text study, you would be pulling this book and you would be pulling that information text and you would be pulling multimodal texts and studying it and unpacking it and looking at what was happening around that time, particularly when it talks about people going hungry and not having enough of the things that they needed in the community and why they might rally around a sign. So it becomes a really important historical text as well. As always, Andrea Rowe is just a master of crafting a beautiful story. She has incredible sentence structure. The way that she pieces her story together is beautiful. Complex and compound sentences mixed in with very short, sharp, simple sentences that are just statements that keep you turning the page. The illustrations are gorgeous and I absolutely love these end papers. You guys know I love an end paper. So this is the start of the book and this is the end of the book. I love when end papers tell a story themselves because it just helps to draw the story together. And there's just so much color and vibrance, particularly since this book is quite dark in its color palette because the skipping sign turns on at nighttime. So to have the bright colors like the neon lights in the illustrations is just gorgeous. So I really loved reading this. I love learning more about the Skipping Girl. I think this is an iconic book to have if you are in Melbourne or if you're Australian. And I think it's a really great one if you're overseas and you want to learn a little bit more about sort of the little things that make up the culture of one place in Australia. In the description, I will leave more information about the book, so if you want to find out more, you absolutely can. In the comments, I'd love to know, have you read the book? Are you planning on picking it up? Or have you read anything else by Andrea Rowe? Feel free to let me know. If you just want to let me know that you're here but you don't want to leave a comment, feel free to leave a light emoji to let me know that you're here. I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.